Jewel 88.5, Michael Bublé and Heartache tonight. It's 11 minutes past 9 o'clock. It is minus 16 degrees. That's in New York region and the GTA right now. It's minus 28. And we know that everyone's concerned about this cold weather, but there are other people who really need your help at this time of the year, homeless people in particular. On the telephone right now to talk about Project Winter Survival is Jody Steinhauer, the founder of Project Winter Survival and also the president of the Bargains Group. Good morning, Jody.
Good morning, Gary.
Jody, tell us what Project Winter Survival, what it's all about.
Sure. Project Winter Survival was started 14 years ago by myself and my entire Bargains Group team in really recognizing the challenges homeless people have on the streets. And most importantly, the people who care for these homeless people, the countless homeless shelters, outreach workers, and people who are out there in frigid weather like today, trying to get these people to come inside, to get warmth, to get health care, and the goal is to get them long-term housing. The challenge these people have is they don't have the funding or the supplies they need to help these people. So as a business leader, kind of got together friends, colleagues, family, and said, let's do something about this. And we started 14 years ago by building 100 survival kits and getting them out there to the shelters that needed them the most.
Wow. Now give us an idea what is included in one of the kits.
Yeah, the kit itself this year has 32 items. The most important thing is a backpack or a sport bag, which houses the kit. And then in secondary is a sleeping bag, which is like gold to a person on a day like today. Mm-hmm. And of course, mitts, gloves, hats, scarves, socks, a whole array of personal care products, nutritional bar, bottle of water. We're talking bare essentials that people need as survival.
Maybe you can answer this, Judy. Why is it that people, they don't want to go back? They don't want to go inside.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't understand it, but people don't choose to be homeless. It's not a lifestyle choice. It's unfortunately a result of a lot of other challenges in people's lives. And a few reasons I'd like to educate you is, for example, if you are a couple and you become homeless, there's nowhere for you to go as a couple. You'd have to separate at night. If you have a dog or a cat and, you become homeless, what are you going to do with your animal? There's only one shelter that I'm aware of that will take an animal, and it's full every night. If you have alcohol in your breath, there's very few places that will let you in. Mm-hmm. Shelters are not a wonderful place. The workers do an incredible job, but there's challenges. There's theft, there's bed bugs, there's TB, there's, people talking all night. And a lot of people just say, I'd rather just be in my own safe place and choose to sleep in a place where they feel safe and at a lot less risk. But, the goal, there's nobody that says, I'm really excited about sleeping inside of weather like this.
Right. Now, how many of these kits would you need altogether?
Well, so far, the demand this year that's been asked for is just over 11,000 kits. It's unbelievable. Wow. The numbers just keep growing and growing. And when we talk to the shelter workers, the shelters are full, right? It's just frightening. Now, this year, so far, we've been able to pack 3,000 kits. Mm-hmm. And to give you an idea, there's a street value of approximately $500,000 that we distributed in the last couple days to over 172 shelters and outreach programs, within an hour of the GTA. Today, we've got a little bit more money comes in, a little more product gets donated, and as we get it in, we're going to be continuing to pack. But I don't have to tell you what's going on out there. It is absolutely freezing. So anybody who has brand new product to donate, it's all on the website, what we need, or any funding. For about $25, we can help pack a survival kit worth about $165. So it's a great give. So
I would imagine that if people are listening at home and they think they can contribute, they can either contribute, as you say, product, or maybe there's a business out there who wants to gather up some cash and get it to you?
Yeah, businesses, schools, community groups. I think it's all about us as a community. We call it giving back where we live. We are responsible. The government, the faith-based organizations, it needs all of our help. Not one can take care of everybody. And, this is Canada. We're very fortunate to live the way we do, and nobody should be living in conditions like this. And, our goal is to have long-term housing. But in the meantime, this is a Band-Aid. This is not a solution, but nobody should be dying on our streets. And I'd like to let your listeners know, if they go to projectwintersurvival.org, very exciting. We just were able to launch through an advertising agency, Blair, a 30-second, very controversial commercial about homelessness.
Wow.
And it's I think they'll really enjoy it.
Now, and this is you just recently, back a few weeks ago, had about 200 volunteers along with Police Chief Bill Blair, putting survival kits together. Now, I also believe you're going to Vancouver to try and do it there also. Yeah,
the police and Chief Blair are a big supporter of this because, they see a lot of the homeless people on the streets in days like today. So even the police are giving out some of the kits. And tomorrow, we're getting on a plane, and the problem is a national problem. One of our sponsors, hain-celestial, stepped up to the plate, and they said, we need this out in Vancouver, and we will help you. So on Friday is our first Project Winter Survival in Vancouver.
Right. They're allocated to over 175 frontline agencies. And just to recap once again, sleeping bags to winter garments to toiletries to food, anything that along those lines to help these poor people who are out on the streets. And so once again, give us your website, Jody.
Yeah, it's projectwintersurvival.com, and there's a phone number if anyone has questions, and there's information there. And again, as a community, I believe we've got to get together in this kind of weather and just really help out our fellow men and women.
Right. Jody Steinhauer, founder of Project Winter Survival and also the president of the Bargains Group. We want to thank you very much and wish you the best of luck. And can you stay on the telephone line for me, Jody?
Sure.
All right. 9:18. Here's Carly Simon in Anticipation. Jewel 88.5.